A very good afternoon. Welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Shahin Jurang Party. First, we'll take a look at your headlines. It has been revealed that 5 inmates have escaped during the clash in Valikada. Leaders of Uganda and Sri Lanka hold discussions. Cleanup begins after deadly Guatemalan earthquake. Now for the stories in detail. Investigations have revealed that 5 inmates have escaped following last Friday's clashes at the Valikada prison. Prisons Commissioner P.W. Kodipli stated that all relevant information on the escapees will be handed over to the police today.
We still have not been able to apprehend 5 escapees. Amongst the 5 are 4 inmates and 1 suspect. We prepared the list of escapees yesterday to be handed over to the police. Furthermore, we have managed to recover all firearms apart from 3 rifles and a tear gas gun.
Well, today is the Deepavali festival, which is celebrated by Hindus with much enthusiasm. Now, the day commemorates the defeat of Narahasuran by God Vishnu.
Deepavali celebrates the coming into light from the darkness. Upon vanquishing Narahasuran, God Vishnu asked all his followers to live in a manner that brings light and peace to all living beings. To celebrate this, Hindus light lamps and involve themselves in religious observances with the hope of enlightening their minds like the lamps. Hindus also light a special lamp of ghee oil as remembrance of the dead. Hindus also brighten the day of Deepavali by preparing eatings and exchanging various special food items.
Well, this is the manner in which the festival was celebrated in various parts of the island. Meanwhile, President Mahinda Rajapaksa wishes all Hindu devotees a happy and peaceful Deepavali.
Issuing a special message in way for the Deepavali festival, the President says that the Deepavali marks the victory of good over evil and brings the light of knowledge over the darkness of ignorance that are the eternal quests of humankind. The message further reads that as the Hindus of Sri Lanka join their kindred believers the world over to celebrate this great festival, it brings much hope for greater understanding among communities. The President in his message also states that the celebration of Deepavali, with its emphasis on light, will spread a message of joy among those who follow and cherish Hindu teaching. Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratnam, who extends his warm greetings to the Hindu community in Sri Lanka, who celebrate Deepavali today, says that as a nation no more living as separate communities in faith, we no longer celebrate events separately. Issuing a message for the Deepavali day, the Prime Minister notes that we have now reached a point of coexistence that we can collectively celebrate as Sinhalese, Tamils and Muslims in festive events of all religions. The message further reads that as this motherland belongs to all, no one can abdicate their responsibility of transforming this land into the wonder of Asia. Meanwhile, issuing a Deepavali Day message, Opposition Leader Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the true meaning of Deepavali is to celebrate the victory of truth and loving kindness over hatred. Ranil Wickremesinghe says that it is only by promoting kindness, independence and goodness that we can create an environment where humanity rules. Issuing a special Deepavali Day message, leader of the Janasita Peramuna and its General Secretary Venerable Battara Mulle Silarathanathera extends his well wishes. The message reads that Deepavali is a much celebrated event of all Hindus world over. In his message, Venerable Battara Mulle Silarathanathera says that it is his wish that all Sri Lankans will get together in celebrating this festival.
Well, moving on to more local news, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, who is in the island on an official visit, has met President Mahinda Rajapaksa. The Ugandan President arrived in the island last night on a 4-day official visit.
Presidential Media Coordinating Secretary Vijayananda Herath said that the meeting between the two heads of state was held at the Presidential Secretariat. The meeting commenced following a state welcome for the Ugandan president, who is accompanied by a 5-member delegation. The Presidential Media Coordinating Secretary said that the Ugandan president was accorded state honours during the welcome ceremony. President Yoweri Museveni is scheduled to meet several ministers, including the Minister of External Affairs and the business community, during his 4-day visit.
A student-teacher meeting under the Diet Kirila School program took place at the D.S. Senanayaka College in Ampara yesterday. The meeting was held under the auspices of Education Minister Bandula Gunawardena.
Children of well-to-do parents study in the English medium and only stay in school until the O-levels. After completing their O-levels and after depositing some money in their bank accounts, they go straight to embassies to get their visas. So these children spend a year abroad doing a diploma and then a further 3 years completing their degree. Therefore, they don't have a GCE A-level qualification. When we finish our A-levels, children from poor families don't get their answer scripts checked. After that, they complain of a spelling mistake in the paper and they claim that this is happening due to the problems in the education department. Society does not talk about how the actions of these people adversely affect the children of the poor people in this country.
The 3 persons suspected of stealing money from a hotel in Gaul on the 15th of last month have been arrested by the police. The suspects are alleged to have stolen 1.5 million rupees from the hotel. The police said that amongst the suspects was an employee of the hotel, while the other 2 suspects are residents of the Indira and Mapulagama areas. The police have also confiscated a motorcycle, a 3-wheeler, a cupboard and a washing machine that are thought to have been purchased with the stolen cash. Yesterday in local news, an elephant that was injured near the Balalu River in Kala River has been treated by a group including the veterinarian in charge of the North Central Province, Dr. Chandana Jayasinghe. The injured elephant is thought to be around 15 years old. Our correspondent said that the elephant had been treated at around 4:30 p.m. last evening. Dr. Chandana Jayasinghe said that the elephant has a fractured bone in his left foot due to a gunshot wound. He said that the elephant is to receive further treatment later today. An Indian national has been arrested while attempting to smuggle armadillo scales out of the country. The biodiversity unit of the airport customs stated that more than 2 kilograms of armadillo scales were found in the possession of the individual. The stock of armadillo scales has been confiscated by the authorities. The airport customs stated that the suspect was fined 50,000 rupees. A pipeline carrying fuel adjacent to the Kalanithi power plant has ruptured. Media spokesperson of the Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminals, Nishanka Jayawardena, said that the ruptured pipeline carries fuel from the Colombo harbour to the Kulunnawa terminal. He said that a team has been deployed to repair the damaged pipeline. The media spokesperson for the Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminal stated that the repair would be completed by this afternoon. Now, the pipeline carrying fuel to Kulunnawa has ruptured on several occasions in the past 3 weeks. Well, now in sports news, having amassed a total of 565 for the loss of 5 wickets, the Australians declared their innings and invited the Proteas for their second lease off the pitch on day 5 of the first test. Now, the match ended in a draw a short while ago, with the South Africans on 166 for the loss of 5 wickets. Captain Michael Clarke was the star of the Australian innings, scoring an unbeaten 259 in 398 balls, supplemented well by Ed Cowan, who scored 136, and Mike Hussey, who scored 100. Chasing down a first innings lead of 115 set by the Aussies, the South African innings got off to a shaky start as they lost 2 early wickets for 55 runs. A.B. de Villiers and Jacques Rudolph were in the pitch for the Proteas at stumps on day 5.
Can he hit? Misses. That'll do Hussey. That'll do him.
Well, now in tennis news, Serbia's Novak Djokovic cemented his place as the world's top tennis player when he dethroned Roger Federer in an enthralling showdown at the ATP World Tour Finals yesterday, grinding down the Swiss to take the title 7-6, 7-5.
Federer was seeking a hat-trick of titles, but despite some typical brilliance, he was stopped on his tracks by the world number 1. The 17,000 crowd inside the O2 created an electric atmosphere as a wildly fluctuating final unfolded. It was only the fourth time in the tournament's history that the world's top two players had contested the final, and it did not disappoint. Djokovic's victory was his career-best 75th of the year. In 2011, when he won the Australian Open, Wimbledon and US Open and took the world #1 ranking for the first time, he managed only 70 wins.
Well, in more sports news, Lance Armstrong has stepped down as a board member of the Live Strong, the cancer support charity he founded in 1997.
Lance Armstrong!
Live Strong chairman Jeff Garvey said in a statement, quote, Lance Armstrong has chosen to voluntarily resign from the board of directors of Live Strong Foundation to spare the organization any negative effects as a result of controversy surrounding his cycling career. We are deeply grateful to Lance for creating a cause that has served millions of cancer survivors and their families, unquote. The USADA published a report that said the now retired rider had been involved in the most sophisticated, professionalized and successful doping program the sport has ever seen. Armstrong has denied ever using performance-enhancing drugs.
Well, with that, we wrap up our lunchtime news bulletin here on MTV Sports. I'm Shahan Jarangpati. Have a wonderful day ahead for you.